Hello everyone. Today we have a new session of Power BI, and in this session we learn how we can prepare the HR dashboard in a Power BI. So look, this is the dashboard that is department wise salary report. Okay, so this is the department filters. So if you select any value from this section, so all the data reflect. Okay, suppose if I am selecting department service B2B. So when I click service B2B, total gross by designation. This graph show total gross means total earnings designation wise. Okay, means network engineer is how many gross earning by this engineer and how many earning uh, by this engineer, how many earning by this employee. So this is the total gross by designation. The next chart is the earning gender wise. The third chart is employee name wise earning. Okay, and this is total number of employees, total HRA and total basic of this particular department. So how we can create this type of dashboard in a Power BI? Let's see. So now I create new session of Power BI and go to the get data Excel and select the Excel file. So I am going to specific folder. There is a file, so that is data. So I'm just double click on it. Now it's loaded. So this screen will come. Then I select both of the tables and then click load. So both the tables will be visible in this field section. Once my loading process is completed, then my tables will be visible in the field section. Okay, if you want to see data, so just go to the data tab. So I am going back to my previous report, and the first visual which I prepared, that is total gross by designation. So now I go to the report section and select the stack column chart. So in the axis field, I select the designation and put the designation in the axis field. So I go to the others and select this designation and drag this designation in the axis field. Similarly, I am going to salary structure and there is a gross salary. So this is the total gross. So this total gross, I drag this total gross into the value section. Okay, so now I am getting the graph which represent total gross by designation. Now I go to the format tab and apply some formats. So firstly, I add the data label and then increase the size of that data label. Now it's okay. Now I go to the title and increase the size of the title and select the alignment. Now I go to the y-axis. Similarly, increase the text size of the y-axis. Now it's okay. This chart is prepared. Now I prepare the second chart. One more thing, I need to add border in this chart, so select the border and enable it, and the color is black, that is okay. So this chart is prepared. Now again I go back to the previous chart. This is the count of gender by gender. So I want gender wise total gross, so select the pie chart because I want to show in a percentage form, so that's why I select the pie chart and select the gender, and I put this gender field inside the legend. So I click this gender, so it moves in a legend field. Now I select the total gross, automatically move in the values field. Okay, so now I am getting the values here, and I want to add the data label. So data label is already there, so I just increase the font size of the data label. Now I put the values, so here I select the data value. So see, this is 2 million, 0 million. If you want to add percentage, so percentage of total, so I am using category and percent of total, that is perfect. Okay, similarly add the border and title, increase the title size and set the alignment. So this chart is also prepared. I am just select this chart and see what is the height and width. 494308. I am selecting this chart also and see the general, and this is 494308 and that is 308. So both charts look, means height and width, both charts have a same height and width. Okay, now I go back to the previous report, and this is the third chart which represent the total gross, basic and HRAY, employee name and designation. So how I prepare this chart? So firstly I select this clustered column chart, so I click on this. Now what I want total gross, basic and HRA. So this is the total gross. I select this total gross and put into the value, and the basic also put into the value. So just now it's okay. Again select the HRA and put it into value field. Now I want the employee name, so I select the employee name in the access field, and then select the designation. I go to the other table and select the designation, and this designation field also put it inside axis. So see what happened. I am getting all the names with the along with the designation inside this chart. Okay, so I put this chart here and do some formatting. So add data labels and the title. So increase the title size and set the alignment. So okay, similarly go to the x-axis and increase the font text size. And similarly go to the y-axis and increase the text size. The next step is add this slicer. So I click on the outside of this particular chart and click on slicer, and in this slicer I want department, so I put the department field inside this section. Okay, so this chart has no border, so I again select this chart and go to here format and apply border. Similarly I go to the slicer and apply the border. Now it's okay. So if I select any department here, all charts should reflect accordingly. Okay, now the next step is to add the data cards. I select this data card. So this data card comes here, and in this data card I want total gross, so I click this total gross and I set this data card here. Similarly I want another data card that is represent the HRA. I put this data card here and one more another data card that represent basic. So I am pressing control button and select all three data cards. So all the data cards is selected, and now I go to the format and here I select the border as well as I select the, I set the height and width over here. So at the height I type 200. Now one more thing, the HRA I set the height and width like this, and similarly for the basic height and width, set the height and width like this, and put those data cards here. And this is like this. So now everything is ready. Go back and see the previous report. So this is my report, and inside this report there is a title. So again I come back here and Press Ctrl A, select all the charts or visuals at a time, and then select the text box like this and set the text box here and set the title department wise salary report. So I type here department wise salary report. So this is the header of this particular report. And the alignment also I set in the middle. So this thing is ready. Now I go to the visualization tab and there is a background. So I select this background and change the color. So here is this type of color. So I select this type of color from here. Okay, so I am just go here and check the color, that the color name is custom color. Okay, this is the code, so I just copy this code and go here and type the code. So now my report is, and one more thing, I'm just expand this chart like this and little bit remove this chart. So okay, this is perfect. Control A again, set the alignment. Okay, now it's done. Now I go here and rename the page is department wise salary. So this type of report you have to develop to find a solution in your HR related scenarios. So thank you for this session.